Jarrett and Bree were on their way home to Round Rock, where they live, from pulling a shift at Martindale Fire. On their way home, they saw vehicles pulled over on SH 130. They both had blown out tires. Jarrett actually conversed with Bree in the vehicle about that being strange. As he panned over to look for what the hazard might have been, they saw a cloud of dust in the median of SH 130. He slowed down to try to understand what was happening. That allowed him the time to stop his vehicle when he realized that an 18-wheeler had crashed.
It was no second thought for us to pull over and to make sure that everyone was okay. Jarrett had gotten out of the car and ran over because we weren't sure if anybody was still there.
At that time, the cab was ripped apart from the chassis of the truck and was mangled, almost like if you crumbled up a piece of paper and put someone inside of it, trapped and bleeding out. As I peered into there, I realized that I had to move pretty quick. Started talking to him, started to do an assessment from the outside and to see exactly what do I need to do and what do I have.
When he came back to the car to get his med bag, he told me that there was somebody inside, and that's when it really set in. I was like, oh, this is real. I immediately called 911. I immediately knew where we were on the road, and I made it clear to the dispatcher that this was a serious incident and that we needed people there fast.
Try to keep him awake, keep him as calm as can be. It was kind of a chilly morning, and I managed to find a little space where I could reach my arm into, grab his arm, pull it over closer to me, and utilizing my med kit, I grabbed a tourniquet and was able to place it on his arm and stop the bleeding. And I told him, I said, I can't get you out, but my buddies can, and they're on their way. And so kept talking to him, and I felt a tap on my shoulder, and it was the fire department that showed up and said, it's okay, partner, we got it from here. At that point, I backed off. Bree was there with me. We stood at the side and told her, I said, if you don't mind, I'd like to see this through to make sure that they get him out, just to mentally have that checked off that, hey, we got him out.
For me, it's all about the people around me. I know that I'm going to be okay regardless of what happens, and I really rely on my training and my ability to talk myself down, and I try to project that onto those around me, especially in the volunteer community. You have a lot of people that don't have any experience or any type of preparedness to be able to see and deal with some of the things that we do, and especially for our patients, that's the worst day of their life. And so it's really important to me to be able to be that calm and to let them know that help is here and that we're going to do everything we can for them, regardless of how good or bad we know that the situation might turn out.
The training, knowledge, and experience that I have, being able to utilize all of that and to see it come out successfully and to see in their eyes, thank you so much. That's why I feel like I was put on this earth. And the guys in Martindale seem to joke around that whenever I come down there, something will happen, but I feel like that's for good reason. There's a reason why the good Lord puts me there, is to help others. And it definitely helps me out tremendously to know that I can help someone, at least if it's for extended period of time or something pretty short, just to calm them down.